Today we're going to be checking out, you know, we're going to continue with our progression of season 12. So we're right now in day 3. The mic sounds a little weird, but I'm hoping it's not anything serious at this point. All right. So let's just continue with where we left off. So I think the last time that we were playing, we got this pretty sweet build, this combination where you had the balance Diablo as well as we got Caesar's Memento, and it was doing some pretty sick damage overall along with the Rivera dancers. So we're at level 41, 30 more levels to go before we hit level 70, and then we can get into greater rifts, and probably move on from there. So we're currently playing at the hard level, and I've completed 5 out of the 9 chapter 1 objectives, so I still need to reach level 50. I need to raise the blacksmith level and the jeweler as well as the mystique level to level 10, but in order to do that I need money, which I don't have a lot of. So I'm going to continue to see how we can progress on this front. Let's try and do probably a couple of bounties and see how quickly we can progress to this. All right, let's try and kill the Skeleton King again and see what we get out of that. The more money we get, it's just good overall. Instead of saying this build does an insane amount of damage, especially with the combination of items that we have. Not spend too much time, but let's see how quickly we can get to the Skeleton King. Oh, hello my friend, how do I get there though? Alright, I need him. This guy's gonna help me drop some serious gold. Ah, but he actually didn't. Look at that, what a shit deal. Alright, let's continue to press onward and see how quickly we can finish this particular bounty. Now we're at Skeleton King's lair. Should make short work of this. I think once I hit level 50, I'm going to try and increase the difficulty level to see whether we can continue to get more points and more experience. Alright, wake up you old fart. I think what will be really cool is if I could get the Skeleton King's crown. That would really help set things up, get me a lot more experience. And it didn't give me anything useful. This is gonna suck. Come on. Absolutely no legendary items here. Alright, this is a little disappointing, but alright, let's just go to the next map. We finished that. Alright, let's... Venomite. Is that the name? Venomite? Let's see how quickly we can finish off all of these. Seems to be right. Oh, but I gotta kill 100 of these enemies. Shouldn't take too long. Got a nice legendary spear, which is cool. But I still gotta kill 80 more of the enemies at this level. $70 more to go. Halfway there, almost. I'm gonna have to pause the game for a second here, but I will be right back. Alright, I'll be back now. Alright, so we're just a little halfway over, just a little over halfway over there. Let's see how quickly we can. It's another 40 more to go. This is moving along at a pretty decent clip. Just over, so about 10 more to go. Hopefully we should finish this pretty quickly in a second now. That should cover it, I believe. Alright, that's that. Alright, let's move on to the next bounty. Let's go to Logat the Warrior. I guess that's his name. Oh man, it's going to kill another 150 more. Well, this isn't too bad because at least you can find all the enemies in one go, but the problem is I hate the levels where you actually have to go and find, or you have to go down to different levels. I think that is really, really annoying. They tell you go down to kill all the enemies in dungeon 2 or level 2. You know, that's really annoying. So here. Alright, let's move forward with this. It's going to be a short game today. I'm not going to spend too much time, and let's see how far we can get. But this makes damages pretty effective, pretty efficient. freaking loud now. So we've got just under 100 to go. There's a shrine there, but I'm not going to bother with that. This is sort of near the halfway mark in terms of completing this particular bounty. Need to find more enemies pretty quickly. So the good thing about bounties is it really helps increase your level bonuses, the bonus multipliers. What am I even saying? It basically helps multiply your experience levels because of the added bonus that comes by. Should be fun. Makes leveling up that much more easier. Did this guy just vanish or? Oh, looks like he did. Looks like I missed a good gold opportunity there. This got about 3 more to go. I think I should be able to finish this pretty quickly. If I can find some more enemies. There's one. Just gonna get me to. Okay, here's another one. And it's done. All of these things keep adding up. Alright, let's go to Weeping Hollow and kill Tiffany? Interesting name. Again, this has again about 100 enemies that I need to kill. I feel like I'm headed in the wrong direction, but alright, let's see where we end up with. I feel that this level is going to get over really, really fast. We have a whole bunch of small enemies like these. Definitely is gone. How many more of these we can kill? We're down to about 10 to 12 more to go. I should finish pretty quickly. The last 7, and I think it should be done right there. And we're done. I'm just going to continue further up and see how much more experience and bounty experience that I can actually get, because there's usually a lot of enemies. Oh yes, look at that. Alright, this is still a good amount of points you're racking up here, really. Alright, I really should be moving on now. Alright, we're gonna move on from here. Let's go to the final one, which is the Fields of Misery. And there's a bounty here. Let's see what we need to do. We need to find... Oh my god. This is the absolute worst type of bounties to do. I absolutely hate these. But the good thing with the Fields of Misery is that if there's just one level that you want to play, when you don't have a lot of... If you're not really leveled up, it will be this level, because you can really improve your character stats over here. But for the sake of, in the interest of time, we're just gonna go and finish up. We need to enter the Lost Mine. I don't even know where that is. Come on, give me a sign. "51 kills. Alright, now I've got some direction to go to the Lost Mine, so I'm gonna get there as quickly as possible. I'm just gonna bypass all of these guys and just move forward with this. And if they attack me. Oh yes, get some blood shards for ourselves. There's 19 blood shards. That's still not too bad. All this adds up in any case. Alright, no more wasting time. Let's get to the Lost Mine. After the killing threads. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them here. Wow. Now let's get to the Lost Mine. Now there are two ways to do this. Either you can just go ahead and get into the Lost Mine level 2, But what I find is, and you kill all the required enemies over there, which means you have to find a lot more enemies. Or the other thing that you have to do, that you can do, is you can kill all of the enemies, or most of the enemies that you find here on level 1, and then the number of enemies that actually are there in level 2 significantly reduces. So you're not really hunting for a lot of people there, or hunting for a lot of enemies over there. I generally like to balance it out between the two of them, so I have some amount of enemies to kill there as well. Normally I would just ignore all of these things, but in my experience I've learned that you can actually reduce the number of total enemies. There's a merchant here. What's he doing? We're not going to talk to him. Continue to wait and see what's going on. Some more stuff that's coming out. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause this for a second. I apologize. Stay online. Alright, we're back now, and we can just continue finishing up this bit. I don't know whether I'm going to continue, whether I'm going to finish these the other bounties, but I'll definitely try and finish this one as quickly as possible. Alright, now I need to find the vein of metals. I'm guessing this is going to be just a little further up ahead. Okay, I was totally mistaken. I actually believe that this was where you just had to kill all the enemies, but just finding these metals and these checkpoints, I think we're in pretty good shape. Hopefully we shouldn't have too much trouble in locating it. I hope at the end of it my voice is actually coming off okay on this, because there seems to be some trouble with the mic. I might be trying to invest in a new one. This is obviously not here. Let's see, find the vein of metals. Come on, where is it? How far can it be? Let's continue down this path. You don't ever remember playing this. Oh yeah, here it is, the vein of metals, yes. Now, all the burrowing. It shouldn't take too long. Short work of this. What? How did he get here? Does this guy have anything useful? think so. Interesting. Oh yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think I progressed pretty far, right? I mean, if I take a look at this, the Diablo only level 90. If I can get another Diablo, then I think it'd be really, really cool. Might be worth seeing if I can actually upgrade, probably at a higher level. Alright, I'm not gonna waste time with him. I'm gonna return to Tyrael and get my bounty rewards. Alright, let's see what rewards are in store for us. Nothing interesting. Alright. So we moved up by about 3 levels, which is okay, which isn't too bad. I'm gonna see if there's any items worth using up. I mean, obviously there are some, square emeralds which I can actually slot here for increased damage, but let's just see where this lands. Red gloves, nothing. Once I redo dexterity, more vitality, critical chance increase by 4%. Life per hit, I think this is interesting. Let's go with this. This is for Blizzard only, so. Dominion, Savvy, and System Honey Team. So again has a good life regen, so I could definitely use this. And again, the spear is incredible, but again, this is primarily for a witch doctor, so not going to use it much. This is actually a good one to have, but doesn't do too much in terms of the other stats. This I'm definitely not going to replace. This is a no-go. Nothing great here. Nothing great here. Great here, nothing great here. This looks like a really powerful hammer, but I'm not going to use that for now. Change belt. 12% recovery. So it increases the way of 100 fist damage. Is that what I have? I have Fist of Thunder. So a Demon Hunter. I'm going to try and see if I can transmogrify this into something else. Alright, so I've got that. Let me just go to the blacksmith and get him to learn all this stuff. I think the rest of it I'm just willing to sell at this point. Spear, of course, I can't use, but let's just go to the... Alright, let's just use it 7. Let's try and see if we can get this guy up to level 10. Wow. I think this requires a death's breath, so... Yeah, so that's a challenge. So I don't have death's breath, so I really can't do anything much here, but unless I get some of those... Jeweler up. I believe I should have the same problem here. Yep. Let's get Miriam upgraded as well. Ha! I ran out of money. Alright. Let's just see if I can enchant this item. Wait for this damage. Increase crippling wave, Fists of Thunder. 15%. Can I actually do this? I get one shot, but let me see if it works. Yes. This is thunder. Alright, perfect. 11%. I think the maximum goes 15, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, so I've done something from chapter 2. So alright, so this is pretty good. So I need to kind of increase my difficulty level, which also means I need to get better items. So I'm going to put this back here. It also means I want to try and do this, but I know I've got almost no money left. So I've got all these guys up to a pretty decent level. I just need more money to get some things moving. I've got 163. Let me see if I can get any other improvements. I could use so thunder damage by 11, so now another 11%. Use a better amulet. Use better shoes, but let me see if I can get a better chest armor. Should be interesting. It's almost double. So I get a better helm. Oh, get a better mystery belt. I just spent money on that, so. Let's see, pants. Interesting. I got an increased Oxfords. Fords? Fords? Is the L silent? I don't know. But this is very interesting. This is much better than the one that I had. So it gives me a 467% weapon damage. I think the one that I have has slightly better stats, but 520% damage. Okay, that's interesting. Which is still pretty impressive because I can actually slot in 2 gems here. And that's going to give me 10% damage, 2% recovery. Alright. Let's see, resource generation down increased 20%, moving and decreased 25% while this seems to be like a much better deal. What if I put this in? 60% dexterity overall. So that's onto this. Alright, I'm gonna go with this for now because this still gives me the 467% weapon damage. So the minute I have this compounded with all of these things, it's going to do some serious damage. Alright, let me see if we can get anything more out of having just maxed out armor. I'm going to try and see if I can plug 2 of these in and if it does anything. Not really. Okay. Alright, let's do a Nephilim Rift and see what kind of performance enhancements this thing gives us. And then we're going to stop after that. See how quickly we can run through this. It should take about approximately 5 minutes, if not sooner. Really enhances damage there. I think it's time to actually increase the difficulty level because this is getting ridiculously easy at this point. Alright, let's just go and see where we can get the big bad boys. Boys in blue or the boys in yellow. well here. Alright, I need to be getting some guys in blue and red, blue and yellow, otherwise it's gonna take a lot longer than I think. I'm just gonna move forward and see where I can find them. Okay, there's a guy in yellow. Sort of reflection. Useful here, I'm going to collect it for the gold. Fine. Oh, there's a pylon there, which is pretty cool. Blue guy there, which is even more awesome. Another blue guy. I'm gonna take the shield pylon, nothing's gonna make a difference, but this guy's already built like a tank for this particular level, but obviously we're gonna wait and see how he scales over a period of time. Alright, so we're sort of at sort of quarter of the way there. Let's see how much faster we can go. I need to find more guys in blue and that was a pretty intense battle there. Mostly for the gold at this point is what we're opening chests for. I think we'll be able to level up pretty quickly because I will not be able to level up the... I need to be able to get death threats, so in order to do that I need to be at least at a hard, not a hard, a difficulty level, which is I think expert. Some more enemies. Destroy that. Alright, we're now the third level, hopefully. So we're about 3/4 the way there. Just another 25% more to go, and I think we're making pretty good time. Spent a little over 7 minutes, or maybe 5. god, going back in circles. Let's just go down here and find something. I'm just gonna look for. Yeah, the blues. Need to find one more blue. 15% more to go. Just 14% more. But unless I find the blues, this thing's gonna become very, very tough. Come on. Blues or yellows? So 9% more to go, but I just feel it's taking a lot longer than it actually should. All right, there's a conduit pylon, so hopefully I can wrap up with this. It's just a simple walkthrough at this point. Shit, this almost gives you nothing. Hopefully I can finish the Rift Guardian with this as well. Seems unlikely, but nope, and that's that. 2% more. For all you know, I'm going to pretty much find the yellow or the blue right now at this point. You can almost feel it. And that's right. Exactly what I put. That's the end of the Rift Guardian. Alright, I think this took a fair amount of time to finish, but I'm going to wrap up for now and we're going to see. So we moved up by about 5 levels overall, if I were to just recap, which isn't too bad. You know, we didn't play for too long and I haven't played all of yesterday, so I'm not going to complain with the progression, but I think I'm ready to move on to the next level of difficulty. So close. Anyway, I've still got my Nephilim Glory that I can probably leverage, but I'm not going to do that now. We're going to wrap up at this point. Let's just take a look at the loot that we've received. So obviously I'm not going to use any of these. Nothing good here. This is interesting. It does 307% damage. I mean, at some point I'll have to graduate to these, but unless I can get a better Diablo, I don't know whether it's worth doing it. So obviously the Templar is going to benefit from this, so I'm going to give that to him. Boots, fist weapons, I mean all of these are really, really compelling to swap it out for this to do raw damage versus, you know, equipment damage of sorts. Can't use that. The belt is of no use. Again, really, really compelling stuff. So alright, so I'm going to keep some of these. I'm going to keep this guy because This is a good one to have. I think this will be incredible if I slot it in, but I think the rest of them can really go at this point. I mean, this isn't too bad, but not much of toughness on this. Is a real compelling reason for me to keep it. I'm not going to do that. So at this point, I'm going to clear off my inventory again. I'm going to remove these. This is a legendary one. Yeah, hexing pants. So I'm going to keep this on for now. So let's just go back. All right. So just to recap, I think we've done pretty decently for today. This is going to go into the Kanai's cube because 520% weapon damage is going to be incredible versus 467, which is still not too bad. But would have definitely liked a lot more coming out of this at least. I believe this goes all the way up to 600 or 550%, but I could be wrong. But end of the day, I think I'm going to be pretty happy with today's progress. So this is day 3, and we're signing off for now. And if you do like what you see here, please subscribe to our channel. The more number of subscribers we have, it keeps us motivated to keep doing more and more of these videos. So feel free to leave your thoughts and comments as well. And again, share the video if you really like it. Leave us a comment if you think there's something we could be doing better, something we could be doing more, and ultimately do subscribe. So thank you for watching, and until next time, you guys have a very pleasant day ahead.